All right, welcome. Hopefully, everything runs smooth. Did some tweaking on our internet, so we'll hope this streak of good luck is continuing. But welcome to episode, whatever you want to call it, 16 of our Horizons of the Vast playthrough. We officially finished book one uh, last game, and excuse me, going to start book two here in a little bit. But until then, does one of you guys want to give a little recap of what happened a couple weeks ago?
Sure, I'll give her the old college try. Trevor, feel free to fill in as you see fit. Um, we started off in that kind of abandoned base. Um,
Oh, you mean this abandoned base?
yeah, the same. The one beautifully rendered on screen. Um, and we kind of started off outside this room that had like a back to tank sort of thing in the middle of it, and it was some sort of geomantric matrix, which was like a magic and technological device, as shown on screen. Um, and then looking at some of the computers on the wall, we saw that it had been used twice already to make the needle, the large stone needle thing, or metal needle, and then also the metallic uh, stuff in the mountains that we
Yep.
found.
Found way back in the day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was one of the first expeditions. It seems like. And then those were two of the three options, and then there was one left, and it had not been used yet. Then we did some more exploring and made our way to a room that had a large power core in it. And there was a humanoid creature in a hazmat suit with a little robot buddy. Said power core on screen. And we kind of fought and destroyed both of them. The person in the hazmat suit was actually in Eoxian. And they were named Marnie Fellowar? Fellover?
Yep, Marnie Felivar.
Marnie Fellowar.
I can show you what. Hold on, I just exit out of it because I was pulling something else up. What Marnie looks like. Yeah.
Interesting.
I like the hat.
Yeah, and then
What the law?
a little. So there's your friend Diedrich.
Oh, nice.
Looks like she's gonna turn you in for not filing your reports on time.
Yes.
Very nice. After that, we found a couple augmentations that Marnie had dropped, or that was on her person, or their person. And we found another room with some computers, and it had a map on it of basically our charter area.
Instead of been this little
And-
guy.
Nice. And it had, like, it listed the obelisk or the needle. It said it was successful. It listed the mountain one which I don't remember the term that they've used for it.
I do
but
not
that was
remember
also
either off the top of my
successful.
head.
And then there was a buried mission that was the third one that hadn't been done yet. And as we were looking it up, the computer like went into a self-destruct kind of mode.
Yep.
But we were able to reboot it before the countdown got to 0 and we all died.
The other one, so
Um,
your three choices that popped up then were obelisk, excavation, and then the unknown buried mission.
Excavation. Nice. And then through some more computers, we found that there were like 6 little sensor things that were kind of around the base. Either around the base or around the charter. And
Around the charter.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spread out throughout.
Yep.
Gotcha. And they helped like control the geomantic device. Then I think we kind of left the base and locked it up just in case we want to get back in. Unless
Yeah.
there's anything else.
Basically, and then I think you guys, the last one was you came over to this room, found out that there was something being kept in these like holding tanks.
Oh, right.
And then, yeah, that was basically, basically, I think you found a couple like med packs, but then, yeah, after that, you guys left and made it back to the charter.
Nice.
And yeah, once you clear this place out, that is the end of book 1.
Boom, boom.
Roll credits. All right, thanks for playing Horizons of the Vat. No, but just to show you guys, so you can get a little bit of a comparison, so you have this in your mind. Where did I put that? So here's the overall layout. I'll just kind of quick go through this area again. Oh yeah, don't forget our headstone for Tarb.
R.I.P.
But this
Love the little details.
this is what the actual map looks like. That's provided in the AP.
Nice. Looks pretty spot on.
But yeah, and I think I mentioned at the end last time, I can't remember if I mentioned this on stream, but I definitely mentioned it to these guys, that there's going to be a 5-month time jump. And then you guys heard of this thing that they are calling the Adamantine Rally. And it's going to be in 8 months' time, so 3 months after this time jump. Excuse me. And the celebrity Eoxian Zoe is going to be putting this on. And the prize is going to be 12 resource units. And we got a few rules, but I don't think we're going to get to that today, so we'll worry about that maybe next time. We'll see how fast stuff goes tonight. Yeah, you guys have 5 months. If there's anything that you wanted to purchase, Rexler, he wanted to upgrade the Jeep if we've got the funds to do it, which we can worry about that later if you don't want to do that on stream. And then he got some cybernetics put in him. So I got a speed suspension system put in, which makes me move, like replaces some joints in my legs and makes me run faster.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
so it basically negates my heavy armor penalty for movement.
Nice. They're just a moving truck.
Basically, yeah.
Nice. Orlike picked up a backup generator armor upgrade. So now while
Nice.
moving, he can hook up empty batteries or things like that to it, and while moving, the kinetic energy will uh, recharge batteries. I think one charge per 10 minutes of movement.
Nice. True Dash, you pick up anything, or are you just hoarding onto your money?
At this point, I'm just hoarding.
Save it up for level 20 item.
Exactly. You know, playing that long game.
Yeah. Speaking of True Dash, though, in this 5-month hiatus, you receive a notification from the Vescarium that your former CO, Zaraga Zoza Izod, has been promoted to Brigadier. And you know that he is like the prime example of a Vesk officer, like that hungry for power and conquest and giving no quarter. So you're like, oh, good for him. That's nice.
So I'm good friends with a general now.
Not quite a general, but like second in command.
Okay. I'm not sure what their exact hierarchy was.
I don't know if there's a. Let me see. Naval ranks. I'm pretty sure it's the Navy. A brigadier falls under. Let me see. Let me see if there's an equivalent. Well, I think it's like an admiral position.
Okay.
So yeah, so pretty high up.
Nice. Friends in high places.
I don't know. You guys want to do the real quick 5 charter turns before we actually get into all this?
Yeah, I gotta step away for just a second.
All right.
But we can do that. Yeah.
I'll get this our page is loaded up here. Okay, where the hell are we at? Oh, nope. Didn't go far enough into the book. All right, here we go. And I will pop open this. So yeah, you guys currently have 2 accord, 2 culture, 3 economy, 4 magic, 3 technology. You have a D6 for your settlement die, 3D4 resource die. Currently have 3 resource points stacked up. You have built residential homes, a hospital, a school, a church, a library, and a recharge station.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got that recharge station.
Yeah. So we can roll the first month while we're waiting on Trevor to get back.
Sure.
I'll roll a D6 and a D4 if you want to get one of the or both the other 2 D4s.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh. Not bad. I got 7 total.
Ooh. I'll do one of the D4s.
And then yeah, Trevor, we'll just need another D4 roll.
D4. Huh?
I got a 2.
Getting the roller here.
2, so 9 total.
3.
12 total. So you guys are up to 15 resource points. I suppose I can pop this over here if you guys want to see. Is there anything... and I guess we've been doing the same thing where we perform our administrative duties so we don't have to really worry about unrest building.
Yeah.
But is there anything in particular you guys want to build? So can't quite afford an armory quite yet. That'll be the thing that'll let you buy stuff 2 levels or higher. You need the 4 tech, and you guys have 3.
So all right. So we need. We have 15 points total now, or how?
We have you have 15 total right now.
15 total. What's our current tech?
What's
level?
our culture and eco?
Eco is 3, culture 2.
Okay.
What about tech?
Tech is 3.
Tech is 3, also 3. Okay.
There's also these ones.
Wasn't there something that we made multiple of? Like we figured out that you could make a couple of them.
Yeah, the recharging station.
Oh, okay. Is that did we do that already?
You've made 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I think anything that says settlement, you can place multiple of. Special, you can only place 1 of. Hex, you can only place 1 of. Or like 1, I think 1 total. Special is like 1 per hex. Charter is 1 per, 1 per charter.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess if we just want to build another recharging station to get that last tech that we need for the armory, they could do the armory.
I mean, that's about the only thing that I was looking to, and it's like that seems to be the most. I guess. What is mag?
Magic.
Magic. Well, we don't need no stinking magic.
Even though that's our highest score.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, I would say just throw down another recharging. You could always use more recharging stations.
Yeah, so that's 5 total.
I see that library. I think we already have one of those, right?
Yes.
But we could build another library and get an extra magic as well.
This is true. It's more expensive.
Good point.
But you do get 2 things from it rather than 1 thing.
I'm up for the recharging station too. That is quite a bit of difference on the price.
Okay, so recharge station times 2, 4 tech. I need somebody to roll a D100. See if that event chance goes up or down.
You got it?
Yep. Got a 25.
You are good this month. So we'll go to the next month. Somebody wants to roll a D6 and a D4. I'll roll one of the D4s, and then one other person has to roll a D4.
I can roll a D4.
So Orlag's got the 6 and the 4.
All right.
I got a 3.
I got a 4.
7 total.
Plus 6 total.
13. All right, so you're up to 23 resource points. Build that armory.
Figure hell.
Lose 10, so you're down to 13. Now you got another econ, so you're up to 4. And I need another D100 roll.
You got this one, Trudez.
You betcha. 45.
You're good. Increases. Goes up 15% now. All right, month 3. I'll roll another D4. Another 3.
I'll take a D4 or a 4.
Or we can just bank all of these. And we can decide off stream what we want to build also. So we had 7. I'll roll the 2 in the or the other ones. 10 total.
Okay.
13.
13.
Is this just another D4?
Yeah.
That's a 2.
So 25 is what we're up to. Well, we can talk off stream about what we want to buy, so I'll roll the D100 for this month. 45% chance of some shit going down. I rolled an 8.
Ooh.
So, I'm gonna hide this so I can see what it is. D20. Here we go. Yeah. This could be good. Gotta find it. Population surge, an influx of immigrants eager to become citizens rise on the planet. If a quarter or economy are both less than the TN, increase unrest by 1d4 if both traits are equal or greater than TN, increase culture and economy by 1 for the next turn. And I forget.
Dang.
Threshold number is charter size divided by 5. So our charter size is 4. Because we have the settlement die and then 3 resource die. So 1. Oh, rounded. Yeah, so 1. Our cult, what did I say what it was? Accord and economy are both higher because we have 2. And we needed to beat a 1. So we get a +1 to culture and +1 to economy this next turn. So we may...
Dang.
Oh, nice. That could influence kind of what we build then, huh?
Yeah, so for turn 4...
If we get a bonus, short term, got to take advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we need to build something this next turn. So, and then that resets the encounter back down to 15%. All right, turn 4. I'll roll a d6 and a d4. Then we just need 2 other d4s. Fucking
Take one of the 4s.
gross. 1s, so 2.
Got another 4.
6.
4.
10.
Nice.
So we are up to 35, and this is the turn that we currently have 3 culture and 5 economy. Let's just see. What can we build? We could build an augmentation clinic. I guess rules is written, then I could get my my biotics. We could build a bank. I guess we could always have built a bank. Ooh, we could build a factory that
Nice.
increases our settlement die a step up, so we'd be rolling a D8 instead of a D6.
That sounds pretty solid
Yeah.
at first glance.
An observatory.
That goes.
Technically we can't because we don't own a hill or a mountain. Restaurant quarter. Don't think we have one of those. Nope. Ooh, I forgot to add armory to the list of stuff we own. Stuff we've built. Can't quite afford a sports arena. Upgraded resource node, so turn one of our D4s into a D6.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I guess it's up to you guys. Nothing. I don't feel like we're really benefiting from anything.
No, I just think that the factory probably would be the best one, just because some of these higher ones take 25, 30 resource cost.
Really, the only one that it looks like that we would benefit
point.
this turn from is the police station. Because that's the only thing, our culture being 3 because of this bonus, that's the only thing that has a 3 that we can really build. But you said the factory. Yeah, because we have 35 resource points, so that's a good chunk, but it's still 15. So I am definitely down for the factory.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, long term, getting ahead of it a little bit.
Spend
Yeah, that works for me too.
15 on the factory. Bump this up to a D8. And the factory doesn't give us anything else. Okay. All right, I need a D100 roll. End of month number 4.
I think you're up there, buddy. Right.
D100 is a 51.
Good. Event chance increases for month number 5. All right, so final month before we officially jump into book 2. I'll roll a D4. So yeah, somebody else will need to roll a D4, and then somebody gets to be the first D8 roll after the factory. Which technically we could just build
Take it
another
down,
factory.
Trevor.
I think get a D10.
All right.
I got 2.
I got a 1.
It's a 3.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's an 8.
Whoa!
Ooh,
Out the gate, paying for itself.
nice.
So
like that.
Nice.
11. And what'd you get on the 4?
Oh, I do. I have to roll a 4 as well.
Yeah. We got 4 dice that we need to roll.
That was a 1.
So 12 total. Could have been better, but not bad. We're setting at 32 points.
8 came in clutch there.
And if you want, we can just decide what we want to build here later on this turn, since we don't have to worry about a bonus. But we do need to roll our event chance, so I need a D100 from somebody.
I'll get this one. 29.
29. Oh, just triggers an encounter. There's a 30% chance, so you have to roll above 30. Roll me a D20 since you're the one that triggered it.
D20. An 8.
I was going to say it was probably going to be the What the hell was the one that we had like 4 times in a row? The plague or something?
The plague?
Yeah.
Yeah.
D8, local disaster. So this would be. Oh, this makes good sense, because this would be like month 5 would actually be about what it is now, like September, October, and you guys are, 100 miles from an ocean, so maybe like a hurricane comes through and just like piss pounds the settlement with rain and wind and all of this. If accord and technology are both less than the target, or TN, I forget what TN is, threshold number, increase unrest by a D10. If only one trait is less than the TN, increase unrest by 1d4 instead. If both traits are equal to or greater than the TN, reduce unrest by 1d4. So our TN is still 1, because we really haven't added anything to the charters. We're still sitting at 4. So accord is 2, and tech is 4. So both those are higher. So reduce unrest by 1d4. So basically, we did so well managing this, we get a reduce unrest, which we've had apparently a 1. I rolled a 4, so we have no unrest. Everybody loves us.
Love it.
Just a utopia.
Yeah, basically. Everybody's wanting to get in here. All right. Well, that takes care of all the fun paperwork. So you guys can now see on screen. Should be able to anyway. Right? Yes. Okay. It just hasn't updated there. This is the eastern half of the charter. I'll zoom in just a little bit. So over here on just to the left of this is where all you guys have been exploring currently. And
okay.
Just so you guys have an idea of what's coming. So this up here is the river that feeds into the lake that the settlement's on. Here, yeah, down here is the mountain range that you guys found the crater in. Bunch of big open prairie. The ocean on the right here. But 5 months after you guys defeated Marnie and sealed the Marija Geo Laboratory, it's the first day of school for the settlement. Like, first school day ever on the settlement. So the settlement's abuzz with parents like, let's get these kids back to fucking school, get them out of my hair for a few days. Kids are excited, like, yeah, we get to go to school, hang out with all of our friends just all day. We don't have to do stuff at home. And you guys are kind of like walking through the settlement, and the settlement's a little bit quieter. I mean, outside of any construction occurring, of course. But you guys are walking in, a group of laborers like pass by you, and you overhear them say, "Oh, heard there's a ship with 100 new colonists coming, about to week out." And the other one goes, "Ah, shit. That means Archie's going to have us working overtime and building new habs for them." And, like, by the time you get to, like, turn around and see who said it, they've, like, turned the corner and are gone. And you guys, we'll say you guys are headed to Larry's, the local watering hole, and you sit down and grab some food, and about an hour or so after you sit down, you hear from across the street, just, "Afternoon, fellas." And you look over and you see Arizin wave, and he kind of hobbles over, and he stops and leans up against the fence next to your table and kind of looks over to the right and the left, and, well, it's convenient that I found you rather than to give you a call. You lot ready to head out again? Heard Starfinders wanting to start exploring eastern half of our charter with all that untapped potential, you know. Plus, at the rate we're getting new settlers, we'll probably need some room to grow. Plus, I've received a few requests from certain citizens that you might want to take out. What do you say?
Been a long, boring 5 months. I think we're itching to get back out there.
That's what I like to hear.
But, yeah, like I've already had
Yeah,
like the canister of flamethrower fuel.
Yeah. Well, you do not know how happy that makes me to hear that. He's like, hold on 1 second. And he like fishing around his back pocket and he pulls out a data pad and sets it on your guys' table. And he's like, bling! And he pulls up the map of the charter over here. And he's hold on, I want to make sure I tell you the right spots here. So he points to I got too many goddamn tabs open. Lost my notes. So, right here in the swampy area, this little spot here in the plains, and this one is like directly east of your charter. This little spot by the coast, and then this spot just southwest of the southern forest. So he points to those 4 locations. He says, well, initial data indicates that while most of the terrain will be familiar, you know, plants, wetlands, forests, so on and so forth, this area, being the eastern half, is more seismically active, which is perhaps why Elenez stopped receiving information from 2 of them. And he points to the area here in the swampy area, and then the one down here by the forest. You know, Elenez, they said they'd appreciate if you 3 could investigate what occurred out there and salvage what you can. And I doubt Elenez would say no if you check out those other 2 posts as well while you're out there. And kind of like, you remember Veach, our resident zoologist? Which, if you don't remember, Veach is the Hanakan scientist. So basically, he's like this raptor person. He's the one who brought the exploding slugs into the settlement. If you guys can remember that far back.
Oh yeah, that was like one of our first encounters, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's...
And we had to... Yeah.
You had to convince him to move. Session 4, according to my notes.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
Well, Veach has spotted a large stag bear herd on the plains. He called quite fascinating. And that is the spot over here, kind of in the middle of the plains. Apparently, these ones are unaffected by this radiation that mutated the group that attacked the settlement, you know, a few months back. Pardon me. And Veach thinks it could have something to do with their... Good lord. My lunch is coming back up. Could have something to do with their unique golden coloration. He's hoping you might be able to find and go collect some samples from them. At your earliest convenience, of course. And he, like, pulls the data pad away and tucks it back into his pocket, so... Ready to get back out there, then?
Yeah, I think so. When you said seismic activity, is it the same kind of stuff that happened with the big needle? That kind of seismic activity?
No. Based on the data that you gave us from the laboratory you found, no, these are... If I had to put a word to it, they'd be like aftershocks. Very,
Okay.
very small in comparison.
Okay, well that's good to hear.
Still, enough that they are strong enough that they are knocking out equipment, but not. Preliminary reports suggest that they're not powerful enough to really cause an issue at this current moment. Maybe we're experiencing the tail end of something. Maybe something's getting ready to come. We don't know at this time. Maybe if you get this equipment back online, maybe we'll be able to, tell a little better.
We'd be happy to help.
Perfect. Well, I'll let you finish your meals and get back at it. You guys are doing good work. I appreciate it. And he starts hobbling off. And this time, Rexer's put his helmet back on. Well, sounds like we've got a job to do. Shall we go make sure that the Jeep's fueled up before we head out?
Works for me.
Yeah, he'll walk off and do that. Sprints off really fast.
Sounds like a plan.
And you guys hop in the Jeep, drive over. It takes you about a day to get over here. But yeah, we'll say you start in... We'll start in this hex right here. And just let me confirm. So yeah, if you start here in this... Can I... Trying to see if there's a way I could highlight. Not in freaking goddamn Adobe Reader. So you start here. This is where the stag bears are. And here is where one post is. And here's where the other post is. So yeah, so he said that these weren't urgent. At your earliest convenience, kind of check these 3 things out. Because your primary mission, is to explore the charter still. So is there anything in particular way you wish to go? While I look for the exploration rules again.
Should we start at the top and kind of work our way down? Get that research station up towards the top, and then go to the stag bears, and then eventually work our way down to the outpost.
Just kind of, are you saying zigzag back and forth, or take the entire top row down, the next row down?
I kind of zigzag a little bit, get to that first outpost.
Okay. So yeah, we'll
go from there. Yeah.
Say you spend your day kind of zooming around here, travel up here, and I think we'll still do the same thing where it's every 3rd day we'll roll for an encounter. Tool through the forest for a day, and we'll have you roll an encounter on this northwestern hex real quick. So that is just a D20 roll.
Got the first one, Trev?
You betcha. Let's take a look here. 9.
9. There. So as you get up here, yeah, you actually spend a lot of time in this hex because you're trying to find a spot to cross this river and eventually do so you can get that north half. But otherwise, not a whole lot going on, just some rolling prairie, rolling hills up here, and you drive on over to this hex here. As you get towards the eastern side, you start to notice it gets a little soupy, the ground, but not too bad. Cross to the south side, head into the forest the next day, or you see a few different creatures than what you actually kind of saw on the western half. So just you're like, oh, these are close enough together. Why is there so much different flora, fauna here? But you don't. I mean, you kind of catalog it, take a few pictures, drive south to here, more prairie, head over to this forested area, and as you are pulling in there, yeah, let me pull up the right thing here. You see that this area is lightly forested with hardwood trees next to open meadows. Birds, small mammals, and a variety of wild game leap or fly by. Any of the grassy areas would be prime location for a farming settlement or like a hunting lodge, as small streams from the neighboring swamp provide ready access to water. I'll have you guys. You can make a life science or survival check as you're kind of like when you hop out of the truck and you're like surveying the trees. Let's see, life science or survival. Gross.
Right, survival for me would be a 22.
Ooh,
Nice.
Yeah, I got a +4 to that.
I had a 15 on survival.
I say I am not trained at either one, so I will forego the check. But with a 22, you realize that these trees would be an excellent source of lumber and could also have like a sweet sap in them, because you notice that many a bird appear to be drilling holes in the wood with their beaks. And you notice that some of the holes have this sap leaking out of them. And then you'll see like insects. When that happens, you'll see insects fly over and kind of like congregate around that sap, or like a mammal will like leap from tree to tree to drink and eat this sap.
Are there any nearby trees with like the bark ripped off or something that we could like, or like could go take a dab of the sap with his finger?
Yeah, we'll say you spend 5-10 minutes looking and you find one that's maybe a stag bear did it, but like a rut scraping, and there's a little bit of moisture that you can kind of soak off and take a little taste of it. Sweet and pleasant. If you get the idea that if you dilute it a little bit, like with some kind of processing, it could make for like a very interesting export. It's like you're like something of this. You've never had something quite like this.
Make sure to make a note of that.
Yeah. And as you're kind of like tasting it, you step to the side and you see about 150 feet or so from you this flash of movement.
Are we like midday right now?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Said 150 feet.
Thereabouts.
200?
Yeah.
Okay. Or like we'll draw his pistol and just kind of have it at the ready
Okay.
and kind of be looking in that direction.
Yeah, and as you're looking, you spend a minute or two looking, and you see like clearing out or moving out into like clear spaces in the trees, a woman with like a staff or a stick or something in her hands, like fighting off this pack of like winged canine creatures. These creatures look like a dog, but they don't have they don't have front legs, but instead have like feathered wings. And she's like swinging at these creatures and like looks up and then I guess I'll have you make a stealth check to see if she sees you or not. Unless you're trying to be seen.
I'm guessing he would initially be a little stealthy.
Okay, yeah, then make a stealth check.
17.
17. So, like, looks up and then just like keeps going back to fighting these things. Like hits one, you hear like a and then like one like reaches up and like bites her and like she shakes it off and kind of is like slumped down a little bit. And she like swings at one more, hits it, and at that time one like jumps on her back, like bites down like into her neck almost, and then she just like flops down to the ground unmoving, and these creatures start like hopping around her body. Which I'll just take you to the map.
Yikes.
Well, good. Now that she's down, we can open fire and not hit her.
Yeah. So basically, you guys see. Can I make her prone, I wonder? Yeah!
Nice.
You see this
I
body.
get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yeah. You see this body here and these dog-like creatures, which I will show you a picture of what they look like. Let me... Up. Where are they at? Where are they at? Here it is. Shaboom. They look like this.
Oh.
They look so friendly. Why are they being so mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's for you guys to find out.
Well, now I'm kind of on their side. Like, what'd she do to make these things so angry?
Yeah. But this is kind of what you guys see from your current position. So what do you guys want to do?
We're all close together, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say you kind of like, I would assume that you warn us that there's something kind of going on. So Rexler pulls out the, my blade.
Yeah, we're like would motion over there, and then if we're close enough, just say, "Hey, should we? You want me to fire a warning shot and run up there, or should we just sneak up?"
Well, yeah, maybe if we just fire a shot in the air, would see if we can scatter the critters.
Scare them off.
We could try it, because I sure as shit ain't gonna sneak.
Makes sense for
What
me.
about those new cybernetics?
And he kind of like just shifts in place, and it's like, shurklunk, shurklunk.
Yeah. It's like a clunky RoboCop.
Point taken. Or like just leans one arm up, fires off a shot in their direction.
Make an intimidation check.
That was a 10.
Can I assist in intimidation or make my own intimidation?
You could
If I fire around?
you can see like maybe that one gets their attention, and now they're all looking at you. I'll let you attempt an intimidation check here.
Nice. Or like fires and then ducks down, so all they see is Trudaz.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
You see them kind of like, but then like they start to back off and kind of start swinging around, but then after a moment realize that you're not like moving towards them. So then they start going back to that woman's body.
All right. They didn't take the bait. I'm going in, fellers.
Open fire!
I will have you roll initiative then. I say, yeah, you may be able to try to scare him off again by getting closer to him, but the gunshot just didn't seem to quite scare them
Yep,
off.
that makes sense.
You get the idea that maybe they might be a little starved or something,
23 for Orlike.
That's a big old 12 for True Jazz.
Freaking 19 for Rexler, probably the highest I'll ever freaking roll. Which tab is it? There we go. This. And let me get my music. Blaster battle. All right, first to go is Orlike.
I will. How far away are we from him?
You are 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay. I will.
Yeah, if you guys want to get a little better look at what's going on around the corner here.
Yeah. I will move up to this tree on the left.
Okay. So, let me get you reset in a... We'll say you were here. So, 5, 10, 15 get you to there.
Okay.
So get you kind of facing the right direction.
Yeah.
Maybe move you up to
And I
give
could
you...
go 20. Yeah.
So yeah, 20 get you to there.
Okay. So yeah, I'll
You're 35 from him.
Okay, perfect. I will take a shot. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take a shot at the one.
Let's see, can I...
Hephaestus has given me some garbage rolls tonight. It's an 11.
11. I'm trying to... What kind of damage do you do?
It is electric.
That is just a hit.
Hey.
Pow! Green laser.
For 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Let me double check one thing. All right. It'll be this guy up here's turn, unless you're doing anything else.
If I can yell as a free action, right after I shoot, I'll just yell as loud as I can to try and scare him off.
All right, make another intimidation check.
Dirty 20.
Okay, we'll see how it plays out on that one's turn. This one is going to... Where is its movement at? Right there. You see it kind of like start flapping its wings. Oops. Actually, it might just be easier if I do this. Gonna move to about there. And see if nope, you're outside of the range, I think. Is there a way that I can let me see if there's a no, you're within range of it. Because that's 10 feet, 2 tiles. Or like I need you to make a fortitude save. As like it flies within this range of you and just goes, "Ow!" But it's got this like, and then this yelp is just ear piercing to you.
Is it a mind affecting effect?
Let me check 1 second. It is not.
Okay, nice. Also, a plane just went over my building, so that timed out good.
Oh.
Fortitude save is a 15.
That is good enough. Like it kind of like staggers you for just a second, but you kind of quickly shake it off. It is Rexler's turn. So with my big old dirty 30 of movement, can't I get up to this guy? Maybe. I wish it would display like a grid.
Like the grid that actually shows the squares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was basically back here, I think. If I move up 30 feet, I'd say that's within melee. Adjacent to. Let me see if it'll...
I'd say that's good.
I'll say he's right there, so... Just so I'm facing correctly.
Yeah.
And I will swing with the magma blade. Using 2 charges because it's powered. Or it's got my nanite thing. 18 on the die for a 25. So use 2 charges of that bitch. This and a D4 for my charge. Gross. 7, 13 total. And technically you guys do have a +1 against this guy because I am adjacent to him. You just double check that it's a +1. Yes, +1 to, attack bonus you guys have. It is this one over
nice.
This one over here's turn. Six tiles. Oh, sorry, he can move. He's gonna get and fly to there. Excuse me. Really can't do any. Actually, no. I think. Yeah. Rexler's gonna have to make the fortitude save. 13 on the die. Or 19 total, so he's fine. Same piercing screech. Trudaz, it is your turn.
Alright, well, I have 25 feet of movement, but I'm only going to move... I'll move up a little bit. so I can kind of see both of them. Yeah.
It won't.
Go to that first.
There we go.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
they-
about right there, yeah. And I'll go ahead and I will shoot at the one that's not engaged with anybody at the moment.
Okay.
$17 to hit.
17 is a hit.
11 piercing damage.
11 piercing. All right. This one over here. After the shot and sorry, something that would be I subtracted the wrong damage from the wrong guy. There we go. After that shot, this one and the scream books it away back deeper into the forest.
Nice. Go on, get.
This one is going to go here, 40 feet of movement, and attempt to bite. And because this other one is next to me, it gets a little bit of a bonus to damage, but to bite, 3 on the die, that is going to be a miss. I have a, 19 KAC. Yes, 19 KAC, so they don't have a plus 16 to hit. Or it is your turn.
I'm gonna try what I usually do and see if I can get a good one here. Seeing that everyone's narrowing in on us or closing in, Warlight's gonna run up to this guy on Rexlar's left,
Okay.
and he's going to pull up his baton, and I'm going to attempt a trick attack.
Okay, go for it.
So with stealth, as an 18.
And it's 20 plus the CR. Or 1.5 times CR or something like that.
Yes. I've rolled so many 5s today with a plus 12.
Yeah.
So the trick fails. The attack is... The attack is a 9.
That is a miss. Just remembering, I freaking forgot to get the Hero Forge mini, so I'll try to remember to do that for next time.
Oh, no worries. So
It's
Orlight just sprints up, jumps in the air, and just completely
Ha-cha! doesn't quite extend his reach or something. It is the creature in front of you. Its turn, so it's going to try to bite you, Orlight, since you just tried to hit him. I think that's a miss. That's a 16 against KAC.
just miss.
So reaches to bite out, missing. Rexler's turn. Nobody attacks my friend. He's gonna swing down. We'll do a full attack. So first attack. 13 plus 7, 20 minus 4, 16 against KAC is a hit. For 7, 13 damage, and he just lops this one's head off. Make sure I'm killing the right thing here. Boom. And quick, with the second strike, just like stab and then swing around and slice at the one over here on his right. 10, 17, minus 4 is a 13 against Casey, which is just a hit. Seven, 13 on that one also. Is that guy? This guy's out of combat. This guy's dead. It is this one over here by Trudaz. It's gonna rush up, attempt to bite. No, 5 on the die. Pretty sure he got better than a 12.
Yeah, for KAC.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess EAC as well. But...
Yeah. Then Trudaz, it is your turn.
Go ahead and do, what is it, guarded step, so I don't incur an attack of opportunity,
Yep.
and then I'll shoot him.
Shoot him, Elizabeth.
25.
25. Yes, that is a hit.
That is an 11.
Nice.
Where's my button? There it is. Red laser. Pew! As you shoot, taking him out, knocking him down dead.
Nice.
It is the one up there by Rexler. Seeing that you guys have killed all of his buddies, he is going to... Let me make sure I get this rule correct. Full withdrawal. Just withdraw in general. Let me check it out. Drawing from melee. Okay. So moved up to double his speed, so he's just 80 feet. Doesn't incur. Just gonna try to get the hell on out of there. But technically, I think he'd be here. But for all intents and purposes, appears to be withdrawing from combat. So what do you guys want to do?
Or like just yells out, "Hey, you good?"
And you wait like 5 seconds, no response.
He'll run up there and see how she's doing.
So yeah, Rexler's gonna kind of come over and do one of these. Maybe Trudez is kind of hanging out back here or something.
I'd go up and just kind of watch in case more showed back up. Not much of one for healing.
Yeah.
Although I am trained in medicine, so scratch
Nice.
that.
So yeah, you walk up, you see this woman. Yeah, she's white hair, like braided, like 2 braids on the side, wearing almost kind of like a flannel vest. She is very much elvish, have some kind of elvish heritage, whether that's half or full elf, you're not 100% sure. But yeah, if you want to attempt a medicine check to assess her injuries, you are more than welcome to do so.
Can Orlike as well,
Sure.
or I can assist too if that's.
It'd be an 18.
18. She is not. She's bleeding, not bleeding to death, and is just unconscious. So you feel like you could just administer some quick first aid to her, and you think you could bring her back. Which I believe is just a DC 10 medicine check. See if this says.
Warlike rolled a 23 if for medicine.
Yeah, that's definitely high enough. Trying to see if it said exactly what the total was, but yeah, you patch up the bleeding, maybe give her a little bit of water from your flask. Stands back up. I'll show you. Rexler like maybe goes to help stand her up. And where's my pictures at? I had all these saved, ready for this is what the lady looks like.
Flannel and all.
Yep. I had a bunch of these pictures saved when we were doing Roll20 that I could just drop in to show you all this, so. Yeah, like Rexler goes to bend down, like when she opens up her eyes, and you just hear Dreamweaver, and he like picks her up, and he's like, kind of, but she kind of like comes out of her stupor and then sees or like kind of squatting over where she was, and he's like, maybe he's pulling off his rubber gloves, pulls off his doctor's scrubs, and please, thank you very much. Oh. If you, she like kind of like holds like lifts her arm too fast and kind of holds onto her shoulder like, If you guys hadn't shown up, I think I'd be dead right now. Thank you. And she like shakes your hand and gives Or like a little hug.
Not a problem. What were those things?
They were kind of like starts rotating her arm a little bit. Those were flit hounds. Have you ever heard of them?
No. They looked kind of friendly, but they weren't acting like it.
Yeah. They look friendly, not at all. Tree dwelling predators. They nasty little buggers they are.
Yeah, so what go ahead, miss.
Oh, it's just their fur though's really nice. I kind of felt it when one tried to brush up and bite me. Very soft. It was nice.
Or like looks back and sees the two bodies that
Could make some good fur coats, is what you're saying.
I mean, you might be a little big for one, but your friend here, pointing at Orlike, yeah, I mean winter's here. Last winter wasn't so bad, but if it gets any worse, yeah, that would be very nice coat. I didn't catch your guys' guys' names. I'm Thistle. It's a pleasure. Once again, I thank you. Cannot thank you enough for being out here. But sorry, what were your names?
My name is Orlike. Pleasure to meet you, Thistle.
Pleasure, and thank you.
Trudez is the name.
Trudez. We have a few vests from our settlement. It's nice to see some more friendly Vesk faces out here.
I mean, we are the best.
Yeah, okay. And he's like, name's Rexler. Rexler. Oh, yes. Wonderful. Thank you all. What were you guys all doing out here?
We were
Joyriding.
put in charge of the.
You just joyride through the forest?
Yeah, digging ruts and kicking butts. Let's go.
You see that nice set of wheels over yonder?
Rexlar hits the bleep bleep. Oh, that's yours. I thought I heard something. I thought I heard some machinery in the background. That is a very nice vehicle. But sorry, or like you were saying something?
Well, we're doing a little joyriding on behalf of the Starfinder Society.
Oh,
We're
you're
in charge of the
Starfinders.
settlement just west of here.
Okay, all right.
What are you doing out here, if you don't mind me asking?
No, don't mind at all. I admit, I am not from your settlement. I am from the south. I'm from Zenilia. And she kind of like holds out her hand, and slowly, sorry, and she kind of crafts a flower in her hand. I was sent to survey far and wide for new medicinal herbs to use in finding a cure for the dread illness that slew our good benefactor, the dragon Zenolidi, their mate. Which you guys should remember that you gave the golden bloom flowers to Zenilia Labs a while back in exchange for a favor down the road, I believe.
That's right.
Jeez. I am sorry. I apologize for encroaching into your charter. It was not my intention. I kind of just caught up in the thrill of exploring with you guys have so much interesting flora and fauna in the area. It's kind of, took over. Are any of you badly hurt at all? I can mend any of your wounds should you need.
I think we're okay.
No, I'm
we're
good.
more worried about you.
No, I'm good.
We're solid. Armor really helps.
Yeah, and you like look down. She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new shirt. This was one of my favorite ones. They little bastards tore it up." But no, I once again I apologize. I knowingly entered your lands without prior permission, and I apologize for that. But I thank you for healing me and saving me from this predicament. You require a payment of any kind, I am more than willing to do so. And I will get out of your charter as quickly as half-elvenly possible.
We appreciate all the thanks and your sentiment there, Thistle. Could I just ask to see what's in your possession right now, by any chance?
In my possession? Sure.
Seeing as how you are on our charter.
Yeah, no. Make a diplomacy check.
Man, I can't roll above 5 here. Big ol' 7.
7. I cannot let you look at the things on my person, but I have, rations in my back, and she kind of like goes down to the hip in like another pocket, and I have a scanning device that is proprietary. I'm afraid that's all I am willing to share currently. We don't want too many people trying to get their hands on our tech. If we can help it. I hope you understand.
Sure.
Like, what's the relationship between the
We're just-
settlements? Like, are we honky dory with them, or a little problematic?
I think you guys are because you gave them the flowers. You're not as close, but there's no ill will between the two. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, that's good. Yep, just wanted to check.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think probably Plastov, you guys are probably the closest
Okay.
with just because they are touching you. But Zanilia is a little further away. And yeah, really the only contact you've had with them was those scientists who wanted the flowers. Basically for the same reason that she's out here looking. Looking for some medicinal way to help save this dragon.
Is it worth having her travel with us?
Or do you say that out loud to her? Or do you kind of pull everybody to the side?
I'll pull everyone to the side. I'll tell her to just hold on for a minute. Hey, yeah, what do you guys think? Should we give her the boot or let her roam around freely or tag along with us?
Well, I mean, she would throw off our whole, dude's night out dynamic. But, I mean, yeah, she could come.
I mean, there are plenty of seats in the truck, so. True Dads, what do you think?
Yeah, we can let her ride. No problem. There's plenty. Like you said, we have plenty of space.
Will I could kind of pull his head out of the huddle and just turn around and say, Thistle, would you like to accompany us as we explore the rest of this area? Maybe we can mutually benefit from the shared knowledge that we would all bring.
Oh, that would be lovely. Yeah, and then we could just drive around for a little bit, share knowledge, and you just drop me off back at your settlement, and I can hop on the next flight out, and that'll save me days, if not weeks, of travel. That would be wonderful.
That sounds great. Are you accustomed to Vestarian farts?
I can't say that I am. Should I have some kind of life support?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
We'll crack the windows.
They're just not real meaty.
You could borrow my helmet.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we've saved you once before, so worst case scenario, we'll bring you back.
Okay, excellent. Yes, I think this would be beneficial for both of our sakes. I guess I could let you know on things that I've seen myself, and yeah, maybe we could search for any herbs together. This is wonderful. Perfect. Well, and she kind of like cinches her backpack back up. I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's roll out.
So you guys, boom, get in, start driving. We'll say you head back up into the swamps here. Kind of, I'll have Orlike make a piloting check because I believe he's our driver. See how well he can navigate the swamps.
I will say, Orlike is definitely gonna be a turn to drive into big swampy puddles kind of driver. 14. I think I've literally rolled 10 5s.
And because our truck is so big, we've got a freaking -2 piloting. Yeah, we have enough space for 6 passengers.
Sheesh.
So the first day, like right about noon, it's just like sploosh. And just gets stuck in this little bog. We'll say you guys spend the rest of the day getting this thing unstuck. So you gotta spend another day driving through the swamp, get up into this northern hex, shoot over one more hex here. Still this kind of the same case. This one, because it's a little higher up, it's a little drier, but then you drop back down into the heart of the swamp. I'll have you make another piloting check. And then I'll also have somebody roll for an encounter, because this will be an encounter day as well.
$16 this time.
Okay?
Sheesh.
And yeah, just somebody roll me a d20.
A D20.
Yep.
Boop, 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 boop. 2.
2.
Oof.
You kind of get this thing a little stuck, so it takes you, I don't know, 20 minutes. Pretty quick to get out. And then you just drive on off. Get to this next southern hex. Just a little bit of this is swamp, otherwise it starts to go up into the hills and the prairies again. And just let me double check. So then you drive over to this hex right here. And this is the hex with one of the pieces of equipment that you need to locate. So as you like drive into the hex, you can see this observation post basically kind of high above on this patch of land. You can see even from a distance that somebody has messed with this thing. As you're kind of driving along, you quickly, like one of the sensors in the truck like alerts you, and you quickly reverse out as you notice that the truck has hit a patch of like quicksand. So you get like the driver's side wheel in, and you drive back out, and kind of looking out, you now see it that there is just like the landscape is just dotted with quicksand around this observation post. So you get the idea you're going to have to walk hoof it to get to this post. So we say you guys get out of the truck, and I think we'll end just a little early, and I think that's where we'll call it, and we'll return to you navigating this quicksand here in a couple weeks.
Nice.
So when I think that would have taken you... This is day 15 of travel. So you're, halfway through the first month of exploration.
Nice.
Woo
Yeah, it
woo.
seems like this side will go quicker.
Yeah, with these new rules that we've kind of added.
Nice.
But yeah, that... Shall we do the final D20?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll just roll it on Tailspire. Where's my freaking dice at? Here we go. Shaboom. D20. Yeah!
Ooh, 18.
15.
Nice. 16.
18 Windsor.
Bah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to remember to get Hero Forges. I mean, this guy is pretty close to what Rexler already looks like. He just doesn't have a sword. But
I mean, I feel like my guy's a little stereotyping. I mean, I don't even use melee weapon
well, that is
Or-
just
or a turtle shell.
that is just what all the humanoids. So I got Fishman, Robotish Man, Catman.
What's the one right next to the robot man?
This guy,
Oh, other way.
Frogman.
Oh man, okay.
Troll, I believe. Troll or a hag, one of the two. Little jester.
Mister.
Furbolg. Kobold.
Bug.
Freaking tree's in the way. What's this guy? Another Warforged.
There's a lot of options on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire Elemental. Wooder Elemental.
Well, I like that.
Dracolich.
Oh,
God dang.
nice.
Green Dragon. Little Red Dragon. Yeti. Black Ooze. Mimic. Chimera. A Boulette.
Yeah, a lot of stuff for this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hydra.
Jeez.
Gargoyle. Not sure what that thing's supposed to be. Like a Drider. Let's see. What the hell is this thing? Like a little plant. Yeah, let's see what we got for undead. Ghosts. Vampires. Yeah, the cyberpunk sci-fi stuff, there's not a whole lot of stuff yet, but Ent.
Nice.
Dane Forgehammer.
I was gonna say they gotta have some cool dwarves and orcs and whatnot.
Let's see, let's go down to regular orcs.
Dang.
I go to a spot where I'm not hitting the tree, so I can kind of zoom in a little more. Orc crossbow.
Shaman.
Human. Shitload of humans. Dandelion.
Yeah, I mean, that tracks.
That bard was sick.
Friggin' barbarian.
That's a heavy metal bard.
Let's see, what do we got for celestials? Pretty cool. Aberrations. Here we go. Here's the freaking Grick. Kind of illithid.
Oh. Sick.
Looks like a Hezru. But yeah, the cyberpunk sci-fi ones are a little lacking currently. Still some cool stuff. Right now, I'd say more
Yeah.
cyberpunk than sci-fi, but
That ain't bad.
yeah. But no, pretty nifty stuff.
For sure.
But yeah, with that, then we will pick up in our this observation post here in a couple weeks, and maybe kind of explore a little bit over here. Then we'll have to drive back, and yeah, if you guys maybe pick out a couple things that you guys want to build, we can take care of those here in a couple weeks then. So, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you here later. Thanks. Bye.